Okay, so keep an eye here coming up. I don't know how I'm going to direct you to where it is. Where the astronaut is on the bottom, look where his legs are. Okay, his legs are in that little divot there. Oh, you see he just got helped? See the hands holding his leg? That was obvious. Wow. I'm even seeing things the first time here. I see shadows moving across there that shouldn't. That person that's a scuba diver. Now keep your eyes where that astronaut's legs were. Oh man, this is really bad. See that thing floating away there? And it's crazy because what you're seeing, you have to base on your knowledge of how people would move and what things would do in free space. But you'll see clearly after watching it a few times, you can't deny that's what's going on. See, I want to watch that lower right corner there because I saw something earlier. So kind of where that second astronaut is on the right. Just kind of keep an eye on that. And we'll see a little something here. You'll see it kick his legs over there. Okay, so his legs just went kind of underneath that panel. But you'll see something else coming up here in a second. Okay, so he moved away from the panel. Up, back under it. Moves away again. Okay, his legs are getting up, so now somebody's going to hold his leg up. There's the hand. See the hands? They're trying to help him stay down. Hands, get him down. That's all it is. They're being blacked out. See that right there? There's people pushing him there. You can see their arms. You can see their... Wow. It's even more obvious than I thought. So Miss and I were watching some Apollo 16 footage, which we're going to be watching now. And in it, there is a spacewalk, I believe, when they're coming home. And there's clearly another scuba diver, so we wanted to point that out. But we'll just kind of skip through this because we've already watched it, and it is hilarious.
Or if it's not a scuba diver, you can tell us what is yellow and floating in space right next to him.
So you see here we got the, this is science, folks. Don't ever forget it.
I don't know why you doubt it. It's kind of rude.
I don't know.
Is this real NASA footage that you're showing us here?
Oh, this is website. Actually NASA's footage.
Because they have that archive on their site that we just pull from.
And this Missa keeps saying, there's people in there.
We got people in there. There's people in there.
And here's the wire, that's needed.
Flowing in the wind.
All right, come on.
Wait, hold on a second. What's the source of this video? This is not real NASA footage.
This is Apollo 16 raw footage. The saddest part about this all is that this is science. If it wasn't for this, I would have a hard time giving science a bad name. But when you have evolution to start with, and this is number 2, the moon landing. This is a person like in a room or something. Who knows? Looks like a reflection. But what they show here, this is clearly a fake moon. And in a second, they'll have to morph into like a telescope view, so you'll totally see the change.
So this is filmed through the window from that capsule we just saw?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And look how they're like able to scan the whole moon. Oh, watch out. Here we go. So this is just a mess of a piece of film.
First of all, I don't know why the astronauts don't have backpacks in this spacewalk, but they don't have their life support.
There's so many things wrong with this.
Try and explain. I don't know. Maybe they would. Would Red's rhetoric explain?
He has to think this is real, so I guess he'd have to explain it.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit out of control. So, my opinion would be right here. You've got the scuba divers behind him with his foot. Now, I don't see that right here, so you'll see it in a second because they got to hold his feet down. So in a second here, and the most obvious part is you see the yellow scuba tank. Yeah. So if it's not a scuba tank, then you need to explain to me what is yellow and attached to it's not attached anymore, to the outside of the ship. There was nothing yellow. That's a big tank.
He doesn't have a sack hanging around him. You know what I mean?
No bag.
And
you'll actually see, okay, so I want you to watch right here. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Okay, this cord is being held by the scuba diver, and you'll be able to see it's not a shadow there's another bubble. There it goes. Bye, bubble.
Bye.
And so you see this is a hand, and he's just helping him with it. It'll disappear, and then it'll come back, and it's not a shadow because you can see it. See underneath him here? We'll go back and show that.
No.
Maybe not.
You need to show that scuba tank first because the rest of this one sounds iffy. Oh.
There's another bubble. clearly water, clearly, NASA's busted. Gigs up. It's obvious now. There goes another bubble. Here it is. Watch it.
And I would say that before I saw the scuba guys, I would say those little things flying off, I'd be like, those could be like little flakies coming off. Like I never was a bubble believer. And I'm still like a 90% bubble believer. But if they're in the water, then they're absolutely.
Did you just see that one go right in front of your face?
One of the things they do to fool you is they film this at an angle or upside down at times. So the bubble's not going straight up because they got the camera, turned 15 degrees to the side.
Another bubble.
You'll probably want to rewind in slow-mo.
Okay. That is
there it is.
Diver. You can actually see them swim out of the picture and back into the picture. There's nothing else yellow that he took out there with him.
Nope.
So what would be yellow that appears out in the middle of space? So hopefully everybody can see that, but
it's a little, maybe slow-mo it first and then try and pause it.
I don't think I have slow-mo in here.
Oh my God.
Can't believe it. We'll watch it again.
Go ahead.
Now, where did you get this video from?
NASA's website.
Yeah, they have a site that's got all the films of all the moon landings.
It's like it's a white page with all these links.
Okay, so there you can see the tank start to appear. There's the diver going up.
Oh my God.
Now, he doesn't have anything. He didn't take anything yellow out with him. He didn't take anything with him. So there's not even another choice.
Don't you think NASA would be smart enough to have black tanks?
Right?
Yeah, I would think so. They don't.
Maybe now they do. Because this is an old video.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Because, they have to improve.
There's another bubble. And everyone that's watching, I encourage you to go to any spacewalk. Oh, geez, that was a mess. Bubble. Any spacewalk, any day. I mean, I would try and go as old as you can, but there's bubbles coming up everywhere.
Yeah.
And just watch it knowing that
watch it with new eyes.
Watch it with new eyes. It's so obvious. And then there's so much wrong. I'll show you when he comes back here that the shadows are wrong. Just saw another thing out here, but I don't know what that was. But you can even see, and David even brought this, there's another bubble. David even brought this up, that it's purposely degraded, the video. And just like the one that I did the video on yesterday, it's crummy quality on purpose so that you don't notice the morphing in and out of the bag or the changing of its color.
They can just say, it's pixel changing.
Right.
Get over it.
Because they're never
like the moon landings, the reporters at NASA's headquarters, wherever that place is called, they were using a rear projection screen of the video, and then they had to film the actual screen. You can't get any more degraded than that.
Right. Man, there's just bubbles everywhere. I don't know how nobody's ever seen this.
Did he start doing his push-ups yet over there?
No. Doesn't he do something? Doesn't his shadow get weird here? I forgot where that was.
When he comes back over. When he does like his.
No, this whole part I thought turned like black or something. I don't remember.
I love the other astronaut. He's like peeking.
Yeah, what is he doing? I'll watch you from here in case you fly off into space. Doesn't this look like he doesn't have a backpack on?
He has like a third size backpack.
Mini backpack?
Oh, rewind to show that one part with the right there where I saw that helmet come into view.
Oh, that was weird. But it could have been this thing.
A little bit back.
And we're going to go a little bit back and show you this. There?
Yeah, I think so. Right there.
So I'm not sure what this...
It's like a layer of some sort.
Helmet thing is. We tried to see what that was, but then it disappears. But
I think they're just big fans of layering.
And this is what would happen in water if you don't have scuba divers with you. There's another bubble. You need somebody to take care of your feet.
Push you down, yeah.
Okay, so now watch here. Yep, there we go. Oh, get that.
Nice catch.
And you'll see here in a second where it's just all wrong because look where his shadow is now. Okay. But then watch the shadow for. Okay, so you see how there's no shadow here for him?
Yeah. So
there cannot be, the sun can't be above you or else there'd be a shadow there. He was right next to it. But yet this cord here is showing a shadow on his back and his leg here.
Yeah, that's weird.
Will show a shadow on his back.
Oh, definitely that's weird. But I would obviously
see this right here is his shadow from his leg. So if he's
what was it just went over his butt? Can you go back 10 seconds?
Yeah, I saw something too.
Like, what does he even do with this? Do they bring this in? Is that what he went out there for, to get something? I mean, think about that. You're going to space. What could possibly go wrong that you would need to go outside for? Like, what would be? It's so ridiculous.
And he
You would
even
never make
opened
anything.
something. He opened something to take it out.
Yeah, you would never make something like that. It's
That's
just
their
not the
spare
way you
tire.
would.
I needed that spare tire for landing.
Oh, did you see that?
I think that's what he was talking about. I don't remember.
This part here.
Oh, I don't know. David, what did you see?
No, there was something that went right over his butt before. Maybe it's coming up.
Maybe right
Like
here.
a big black stripe. Or maybe it's the shadow of the pipe. Maybe that's all I saw.
Or like this. See, I mean, the shadows
Yeah, that
never
right
even
there.
coincide.
Yeah.
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 What is he doing? He's
That looked
frozen.
like a scuba diver's arm or something that went up there.
And what would be here that's black on his shoe? What's causing that shadow? Nope, he fell asleep. See,
He's stuck. He's stuck.
is somebody gonna help him?
Look at those pants. Look, what are those pants that he's wearing? It just
They're
makes
so
no
funny.
sense at all.
They're like white
I would.
hammer
that-
pants.
It's like a cool, like really warm snowboarding outfit.